Bonk, it will be Bonkar will be playing this over, so it'll be Bonkar that's actually trying to get the wrap around and see what's going on here. Pit's going to spot Sayf, who is playing as the Phoenix again in this game. So he tends to rotate between the Phoenix and the Sage as well as the operator player. First time we've seen it certainly in Europe a lot with an operator Phoenix player. I'm not too sure how I feel about it still. Aron's on Sayf, Ziz on Omen, and I guess it's Yacine that will probably be playing on Jet.
Yeah, and Spike's made it all the way down to sewers, but Pit's actually pushed out behind them, so Sayf. Again, you can see he's going to put the trap wire down there as well, so that leaves Sayf kind of stuck down here. Actually, he's going to come up. He's going to find Davidp from short. The spy cam still actually tucked away behind him, so all the information is going to get fed over to Pit, and now this G2 rotation is going to come out. But I mean, Bonk still haven't really got any ground on the site. 13 seconds left again, and I mean, Aron's going to find Pit, but
okay.
I mean,
well, they're going to get the spike down.
Yeah, 7 seconds left on the clock. Again, it's just a tight one, and Ardiis going to send up the recon bolt. This should give away the information. Mixwell finds the entry and the second.
Didn't care about the recon bolt, just went in and took them both down. All right, 2 headshots. I mean, most of the damage was done, and this is something we need to keep a track of throughout standard default strat this time. Seeing if there's any aggression, and Mixwell went looking and found the head there, Sayf. Nice work.
Joke's over.
That was actually a really nice pick there, and going to pop the run it back, yeah, and try and find an entry here. Davidp in a cheeky spot behind the wall, and he's actually not been spotted at all. Davidp has played this perfectly. He has played this perfectly.
So they have no clue. They've run in, they've took one down, so they'll be saying, yeah, C's clear, guys. I've took you down and C. Well, we'll see. Is he going to go through double doors? No, it's going to back it away. It is going to be a B. The mind games coming out from Bonkar. I mean, yeah, they're 3-0 down. This could be their first big round, though.
That was actually a lovely fake. A really, really lovely fake. The dark cover comes out. Obviously, Sayf throws up his blaze as well. You see the spy cam going to get a little bit of information over there, but Pit will find Bonkar. Huge for G2 in the next one, but Bonk will put their first round on the board here with a nice fake on C site and the spike getting planted on B. I mean, that's the sort of thing. Yeah, and again, a lot of A presence here. No real commitment down long or sewers. You can see Pit's got his setup here, and Mixwell already coming back over with the operator to maybe read into this. See, actually a heavy stack now. 4 players with the lurk outside double doors here to try and cut off the rotation. Dark cover going to cover mid, and actually Sayf going to run it back all the way up A long here. I'm not going to find anything on site here, so G2 happy to play retake here. Let's see what they can get done.
Right, finish with the frag though, and the cloudburst will go back up top. Bonkar holding a really tight, close angle with the operator though. There's cover from short as well, and it does look like G2 are going to be forced to all come from the same direction, which is less than ideal, especially when the flashes come from Sayf. Mixwell though, and Pat comes through, breaking on through. Ardiis gets Ziz down as well, and Sayf's going to do a lot of work. Took down on short. He's not got any support left arriving. He's just going to hold the defuse, and Sayf will go down. What a retake from G2, winning all the aim battles.
I mean, on their attacking half, they didn't let the G2 kind of play style get the better of them, which a lot of teams do.
Joke's over.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing.
Back, where's that going? It's actually pushed down long, so he's going to find Ardiis. Ardiis should be able to finish him off with the run it back there, and he will. Actually, I think it timed out before he saw him, so I don't know whether he saw it, but they've managed to rush in on A side. Bonkar going down, will get vision with the owl drone. He should be able to see one, should be able to get the wall bang. Doesn't quite work for him. Doesn't have the power of the spray with that bulldog, but he's just going to go for it again. He still can't get Pit down.
Pit's lucky to escape with his life there, to be honest with you. The heal comes in from Davidp, but 5v5 here.
Look at Ardiis on the wrap around as well. He's coming. It's going to be a slow push, so they've managed to dark cover off short. Paranoid goes across. That caught Mixwell. But Yacine gets down, and it's a double push down that's working out for them. They still haven't yet to clear sight, though, and suddenly Davidp delivers, gets himself the triple, and Mixwell goes for the Bladestorm finish.
Try and capitalize off the 4-buy. A relatively default setup here, but G2 looking to go hard on C long here.
Sayf has found Pit. That was a double door peak. has netted them something. He can rotate through, but Mixwell has dashed onto site. Ziz is actually expecting something to come. Sayf with the flash, finds himself the shot, but Pat's managed to frag onto Ziz. That was a spike. I just saw the shock dart actually landing on the planter there. So damage coming through. Another flash comes through. Ardiis, though, has stopped Sayf in his tracks. Now Yacine's going to come push it through, but he's gone straight into Pat. Ardiis finds the other, and now it's all down to one. The retake was looking good for BONK, but it's gone and it's shattered. Aron will find one with his 11 hit points, and a dream is all he has left.
Yeah, that's a fantastic round from Pat, by the way. And
well, G2 can obviously rebuy straight back into it. They're not too worried about that. They've still got 3 rounds to play with. There's a lot of work still to go, and Pit finds Sayf. Tries to go for that aggression once again, but it's answered. Done it a few too many times from short. Now Ziz caught out with the dark cover. He's going to have to back away from that one, and now they've lost control of double doors. Yacine's got Ardiis. He's actually gone in behind them in double doors. Oh, but Pat responds.
Actually, Spike going to make its way back through spawn here. Spycam's still over towards A long, so that information is going to get relayed. But there's only one body. Well, 2 if you count the L drone, I guess. But from the shadows, and there you go, the information is going to get relayed there. But now the hit comes towards B, so G2 reacting immediately off of that. Davidp just going to wall himself up. Find a freebie on Ziz, and that's the entry onto B site, and Spike will go down here.
Well, they're going to try and wrap around and come from the same position. Map point going their way into a dark cover. Gotta wait for each other. They can't push one by one. Now, David's actually gone through. It's all on Pat at the moment. Aron just sitting there. There's going to be the information play. They've got to force him down. They're trying to get a bit of wallbang down. Oh, the shot bolt doesn't quite do enough. Mixwell gets Bonkar down, and Aron will be the last to fall. Would you believe Pat still lives as well? 13-9. The first map goes to G2.
Towards A specifically, it's something we saw before, so I want to see if that's something they go to again, or if we see a slightly varied up look. It does seem as though it's the B round on the pistol for them, up on the attack, leading one map to the good. So the A piece coming through, and a very defensively postured defensive side. They are not playing actively on the sides, they're playing in the choke point slightly further back. Look at the Omen, look at the Cypher. It looks like a retake.
Yeah, Aron wisely not coming into challenge initially, so important thing to watch here is whether or not Davidp's allowed that B lobby control, or somebody's going to come through with the flank. It looks like majority of the pressure going to come through market and the defensive spawn, and that's usually difficult. There's 4 players pinned down towards site. Davidp's going to be the anchor man for this, so let's see what they can get done here on the retake.
Yeah, this would be excellent trading from this retaking side. Good utility usage. Sayf going to find some value there towards Pit, but Mixwell claiming Yacine takes away a little bit of this punch, and they have to wait out the smoke. You walk through it, you're going to die, and Mixwell is going to claim that easily towards Ziz. You can see them try to chase him down, but Mixwell, he's buying time. Nice work. Better play from Patitek and Davidp instantly to capitalize on that, putting just so much pressure. I like the idea of the retake, but Mixwell is just a king at buying time, and Aron's going to shut down Ardiis, but it's all too little too late. And the first round goes to G2.
2 days we've seen him mess that one up, so unfortunately not going to get any value off that instead. They are still challenging here at the entrance, but deciding to come back and maybe revisit mid a little bit. Yacine's got himself tucked all the way in short cover. He's actually going to find Pit all the way at top mid, and he will escape with his life as well. So a good little win for BONK there.
It's going to reset the pace slightly. That's going to keep a little bit less flexibility with G2 now. The brilliance of having that Cypher towards the top of middle gives you that, ability to hit those rotations knowing that mid is open for you. But with that gone, it does limit them. So they might have to just fall back to this B hit. Pop of the ult. And with the information from Raze still pouring through, they've got to know it's this B hit. Ready and waiting, Bonkar goes down. The hit's still deadly as you'd expect from G2, but they are suffering some casualties. The Bulldog doing the best it can to hold on to this, but for now, this 2v3, they might want to hold to get that Raze in position.
Yeah, and Pat is hurting right now. The heal did go off, but it hadn't ticked over enough. He was still super, super low, and the spy cam still tucked away at the back of lane. And there you go. It's going to give Davidp's position up, so it's just down to Ardiis now. He's all the way back in Boathouse. Not going to find the first one, but does find Sayf on the second peek. And Okay, a blast back just straight through the doorway will find him, and the defuse will come through. Again.
A long fight again. They fancy it. But G2 seem a little bit more aware this time. Patitek up and over. Oh, the reveal. That's an... What? That flick. Ardiis trades it out in the end, but it's a big one to start with. But it's going to be... I'm pretty sure it's Ziz in mid who's going to have to deal with a lot more players there. Big ones coming through as well. Davidp the first to fall. Information being garnered. A is completely open, but Ziz, well, he can hit a TP if he fancies, but they're going to have to get towards A quickly. The spike's on the way. Bonkar's going to see it. They know what's happening now, but how do they stop it?
Pick gets stacked by the Aldro, just B hopping around for a little bit. Response Aldro coming through here, but no wallbang possible. And I guess that's going to be a little bit of a standstill now. 3v3 though, so definitely doable if Bonk want to go for this.
Mixwell's all about timing this position. He gets it right, he wins these. Ardiis gonna find Aron. There it is. That's the combination he hears. The steps, he takes a swing. He never gets into danger. Bonkar surely doesn't read the position. Surely not. He's heard where Mixwell is, but by this point it's too little too late. Gonna do the damage on the last 3 bullets, but the round goes to G2. But this is a very good game between these two teams.
An 8-4 scoreline, and here we're looking at them doing the flip side of that on attack. So it's definitely a consideration to make, but I think the way Bonk is playing, Yacine gonna burst out with the showstopper there. Find the freebie and back up. That's really good use of utility there.
That's so good. That is such a dirty little way to start things off. I was like, wait, is this gonna be one of those moments where you see that tens approach? We got the res coming out, gonna force that, but I guess not the end of the world considering the round scenario. But they definitely know what the game plan was. And look at the Sayf for the defensive team. Instantly trying to get that mid information, trying to box the offensive side in towards spawn almost. But there's the TP. That's going to make them worry about the spike, even though the Omen does not have the spike. They're going to be cautious about it. Now, Patitek finding Ziz is going to really throw them through a loop.
Yeah, now they've got...
Oh, Sayf! This is absolute filth!
My word.
And Aron's just stopped it all as well. This is a great round. They're behind enemy lines. Sayf is a beast. And honestly, I was impressed with Sayf in map 1. Map 2 he's come alive, but now we have to see Patitek going above and beyond. But look at the HP, it's so low. Surely this is going to be Bonk with 5. Oh, he's just... He's going down.
11 rounds for G2 unless Bonk can dig deep. And one thing I will say is I picked up on it in the last map, but they haven't been as quick to capitalize on the thrifty rounds on Ascent. On Haven, we kind of saw them just go, right, balls to the wall. We'll invest maybe 1 stinger, 2 stingers, and a light armor, and we'll go for it. Here, we haven't seen the same thing. Again, on a thrifty round, pretty default setup here. Just looking for an entry, as opposed to committing to something.
You can hear Raze popping the ult. Not seeing it find its target. I just put up towards Heaven. Patitek down towards Dark. Mixwell towards Yacine. Nice and easy for Mixwell, making it look so comfy. And so far, they've really made this tricky. You're going to see the spike heading towards mid, so it is a bit of a, you know, bait and switch, but it's still going to be an incredible uphill battle. I don't know what you can really do with this. With Bonkar being lost, I think they know they've been kind of dealt with this round. No easy step towards the site, and that stinger not really going to really find much placement, I feel.
No, Ziz was looking for something to get into. Davidp going to wall Mixwell up, and we've seen this again. This is what I was talking about yesterday. That clip of Ardiis, and it's going to be exactly the same setup here. He's going to swing towards the steps in mid. Mixwell overlooking, and there you go. Ardiis will find Yacine. David will find Ziz. Hunter's Fury gets invested. Sayf will trade that one out, but again here, it's a nice defensive execute from G2.
A lovely little curveball to throw. You highlighted it so well. And I'm glad we got to see it again today. But now the rest of the offensive side needs to kind of bring themselves back together. They're very split across this map. The spike is isolated towards the back of B. So we're going on the long rotation. Obviously, G2 have lost track a little of where they're going because really Bonk are so shattered at this point. But they need to bring themselves back together, and they can probably win a favorable fight on the site. So, you know, 2 on either side of things. You do still have Mixwell with the op, though, so a bit of a deadly threat to be waiting by B.
Yeah, D2 happy to sit back and just read the situation here. Sayf back on his feet, and that will give a bit of information. There's still some mid presence from BONK. But yeah, going for a 2-2 split, giving up mid and market means they're just going to commit to holding back here. BONK slowly making their way through B lobby, and I mean, Mixwell's going to be ready to land this, and a rare miss from him. Showstopper comes through, doesn't find a kill though.
They're going to get the fight on the site. They're going to get what they want. And Aron's taking down Patitek, but Davidp is there. And Davidp, a safe pair of hands. Only good for one, but the time has been bought. 5 seconds on the board. They've got to get the spike down. Nothing can stop it. And that Cypher in the off angle, tucked away, could be the game changer here.
Yeah.
It's going to deny Mixwell the play back in. They've just got to play this crossfire out. And yeah, he could check on it, but by then, the trade should be available.
Yeah, he's got to stay tucked there. Pit's coming through market now, and you can see the methodical clearance. He's worried about that same corner he was just playing last round, but yeah, he's got to stay tucked in here. It kind of all rests on Aron. I think Pyth has spotted a weapon barrel here, so he's waiting for it.
Oh, that's so unfortunate. He knows it.
My eyes.
Yeah, nice work from Pyth. Nice second from Pyth. There's no time, is there?
No, there's no
Nah,
time.
done for. No worries. Takes a second. I'm going deaf in my old age. But nicely handled from BONK there, considering... I want to kind of look at that in two ways. You're seeing Till being drawn off the back of the bomb buddy. Little Roomba going for a clean. But they're going to force a bit of patience here from G2. G2 will probably love a bit of free info. But you can see how they're posturing towards middle and those deep halls over by A. They're waiting for these pushes. They're waiting to see if anyone would dare come out. And you're going to see the brilliance of Ardiis with the ultimate. Not going to get much for it this time, but I'd love, you know, down the line, a statistic of how much he gets from that ultimate compared to any other Sova.
Yeah, I actually cursed him yesterday by even mentioning it, because I think the next 3 after I'd said how good he is with it, he managed to not draw anything out of it. But a little bit of a fake as well. You saw the dark cover just fly across the minimap over to the defensive spawn on B site, and you can see Spike has rotated with 4 members of BONK here.
They've set. I'm pretty sure they've seen enough on the site. I don't know if the cage was up early enough, but they were double stacked towards short. Nice work from Mixwell, doing a bit of damage back to them. I thought that was going to be the follow-up, but not to be. Staying safe, trying to hold and commit towards that corner. 5 seconds left, and Mixwell is doing everything he can. He tries to deny the plant. He doesn't get the time on it, but Ardiis is there towards Aron. And now one player surrounded, but look at the late flank coming in as well. Sayf goes down. It's all on Bonkar. He can't do it. The defuse will come in, and 12 rounds will be put on the board for G2.
Yeah, and I mean, really good late execute from BONK. It's, I mean, on the back of Mixwell just getting 2 super clean peak here.
Yeah, it is. Here comes the wall in mid. Mixwell uppity over. And it looks like a quicker lean towards B this time. They're definitely trying to take those B halls away from Davidp. Sayf up for the fight towards Ardiis. You're going to know that Davidp is there still, but Yacine loses life to that. A bit of a 1-for-1 trade out, but no harm, no foul yet. Let's see how this Omen fight goes towards middle. If Patitek goes down, then it's a problem. But no, he holds his own, denies Aron, and suddenly G2 look poised to maybe consider the next map.
Yeah, I mean, they've got the res available as well. As soon as that dark cover comes down, you can see Davidp on the minimap thinking about it, but I mean, why not? You know, you're on 12 rounds, get it back to a 5v3. And here you go. Yeah, he's going to go over and get that. Exactly. Pat now going to get contact on short. Going to use the Shrouded Step to get the hell out of dodge. But the paranoia comes through, and that's going to slow down the push.
They've got to keep going on this, so the pressure has to keep mounting. Otherwise, the rotations are going to be there so quickly. And Patitek being the immovable object, he's not letting him in for a second. He wants this over and done with. And, well, what can the remaining player from BONK do? A casual 1v5 up against one of the best in Europe with a Bulldog.
He's timed Pyth.
How's he done that? How the hell has he done that? He's behind enemy lines. He's a spy. They have no idea. You might... Is Davidp really watching this with a frenzy? Oh, David, you're too smart, too good. Well played, G2. It's a 30-8 background in you know, utility-based games. I like it. So let's go into this one. G2 will be on the defense, and on the offense, it will be BONK. And of course, BONK are against the odds here. 0-2 down, but it's a best of 5. It's this map or it's bust.
That's the kindest way of saying it. BONK gonna make it on the push. Patitek starts things off. First blood goes G2's way. It's going to be the shock darts into the standard plant position. Yacine will get Mixwell down, though. Yacine, solid player for them so far, but Patitek, once again, immovable. Gets BONK down, and that's the planter. Been removed, so Spike still sitting, waiting. Nice satchels over towards Ardiis, but it's not going to connect him. And that Owl drone is gathering information for them right now. Pit pushes round. That's going to be Yacine down. And I think this attack has gone dead.
It's fallen a little flat, hasn't it? They need someone to be the game changer here between these two. Breach and the Brim need to get a pick on some of these pretty tricky angles. I like the Sage playing safe there. Was going to try and go on the flank, but actually joining with the others to ensure that no one gets an easy way back in. Ziz, that's what they needed, though. That's one down. That's the site player removed. Don't know if they're going to expect the Sage so quickly to be there. No.
On the move. Pit's already come in. They're in position already. It's just too slow.
I've just got to say, look how much utility Davidp is drawing out of them with the slow, the wall. He's basically taken everything away from them. Now he's done for. He's dead in the water. Nice counter usage of the grenades coming in. Yacine making some real value for himself. And Ardiis might be in trouble here, but do they expect it? Do they expect the stack? There could still be danger of plenty. And yeah, Ardiis is going to make some value out of this one. Finds Yacine. Should find that there's no one here, but it's down to Mixwell over towards A.
Yeah, the fact that the Lurk managed to get that one kill as what's rotated and changed the position. But look at this, Mixwell's got himself into lamps. They're not going to be realizing that he is here. This should be a quick double for him. Gets the one. We'll get the surprise factor, but can't quite finish Ziz off. He was taken low. 25 health is all he has. And now Pit and Ardiis. And well, we saw how strong both of these can be in these clutch moments in the retake situations. Ardiis coming from behind, looking to catch him off. Pit gets into heaven at the perfect time. It finds Aron with the wall bang through in bathroom. Lamps is low. Ardiis finds Bonkar. And now it's Ziz. 25 health and a dream. Trying to prevent the defuse. Going to go in with the molly. Gets the rebound. That's a nice molly. It's going to draw him off. But he's sticking it. He's sticking through the flames. Not going to work out. You can't tank those flames, Pit.
To now deal with potentially G2 deeper on the sites.
Going to be a stack.
Still
the
pushes
first time since the pistol that they've actually tried this full execute on A site, and they've quickened up the pace. There's going to be a nice flashpoint coming through. Forces Mixwell to just aim and spray and hope he can get something, and it works out for him in the end. Pit just tanks it through on the shock bolt. Sits and waits. Rolling Thunder's available, but they've had to step away from this one with Yacine, the point man, going down. The entry fragger picked off, and it's back to the Lurk once again for Aron, and hoping he can pick something up.
They're going to give him nothing. Ardiis there went for a bit of info, might have seen the Cypher, not sure. But honestly, if you're G2, you should have the discipline to not push aggressively on this. You know better. That is exactly what a team with 4 players wants, is that kind of push for information. They're double stacking towards window, which I don't mind as long as there's an effective trade, and they still have the wall in play. Safe. They're going to hear that. They know this is now a little bit of a problem here, but there is still that lurk from the Cypher, so they can't rotate everyone. This is a nice approach from the attacking side, keeping everyone guessing. But G2 are being patient, and they have to be, because here comes the hit.
The Rolling Thunder, it caught Davidp, but nobody's checking the corner. They do eventually take him down, but Ardiis is still alive. Still down long. They've got to keep him at bay. Sayf saw him, actually didn't go for the wallbang. Surprised me, but Mixwell comes behind, gets the one. And now Bonkar's in all sorts of trouble. Going to get split across, and in the end, Aron comes to him. He's only got the Spectre, but he's going to be going straight into Pat's eyesight. Crosshair placement being pivotal. Davidp goes for the boost, looking over the dark cover, but it doesn't matter. The damage is being done elsewhere. Ziz and Sayf go down, and well, it's being left to Bonkar with the spike, trying to get in on sight, but unfortunately, Pat once again has rotated into the perfect position. Oh, he's spamming the corner, but doesn't quite. He knows it. He's already tagged it. He's saying somebody is here. Paranoid goes through, pushes it, but Bonkar strikes at the right moment with a quick double on Davidp and Pat, and now it's a 2v2 out of nowhere.
Yeah, they're not sure about the site being clear. Ardiis has occasionally leaned towards a B site, but for now, he's going to be lingering the back lines with that op. He knows there's a couple of players around, so he's going to be keeping himself dedicated towards this one. Bonkar and Co are going to be super cautious. I don't know if they're going to be able to get rid of him before getting the spike down. That looks like they want to try and ensure that no one's close by, but I don't know if Ardiis drops this.
Oh, he's got recon ball. He is tucked in the corner, but I think they're going to see his elbow, and they realize he's there. They should be able to get wallbang, and that takes it down to a 2v1 Mixwell with it all to do. Or will we be seeing a tied half? Spike still not down. 17 seconds. It's kind of working against them, and Mixwell just catches on the top of the cage trap. And now he can see the spray through. The one-way works in his favor.
It's against you, Lee. This is the hard one now. This is that mental game that becomes very tricky to overcome.
quick fault line to try and distract, but simple use of utility doesn't upset anything there, as Mixwell will follow that Aldrune all the way through. The shot not landing, and this being the big rifle round for Bonk, they did not need that. They're going aggressive. They're just pushing on through. G2 quickening up the pace. They've already got site control. They haven't cleared elbow out yet, but they've got 5 men in control of the site, and with that wall going down, the plant will come.
Yeah, this is a pretty quick hit. G2 just want to play for the spike plant and then put the pressure on Bonk on the retake. Already Bonkar to find Patitek though through the smoke. Bonkar trying to do the best he can to do some damage towards the window room. Hookah, but there's still plenty of players in the way. Ziz a little bit confused as to where they are. It seems this is a little bit of a mayhem-based round.
Can't manage to land the shot, and suddenly it's a triple for G2. And that will shut the round dead in its tracks. Bonkar finds Ardiis, and now suddenly Aron gets another as well, but they know where they're coming from. Mixwell lines up the shot, but Bonkar lands it. And now it's a 1v1 on site. Pyth holding on for the time. He will manage to work it out, and Pyth will get the defuse.
It's challenging as far as we've seen in other regions. These guys are maintaining that supreme look to themselves. But for now, a good approach, a 3-1-1 split, trying to find if there's any of that last-minute aggression from the defensive side. And, well, there is a little bit here, trying to push down B short.
Wants to go with that showstopper, but unfortunately for him, there was no one to be found, and Pat in the end will get the lurk as well. Aron gets Mixwell down, the Rolling Thunder comes through, but they're trying to force the aggression, but Sayf will find one. Flashpoint through, Aftershock does find himself one. It actually cost him probably more than anything. You couldn't see where Davidp was, sitting in the graphical area, but nothing netted, unfortunately, for Bonkar. With the Hunter's Fury, Davidp, just to rub insult, will resurrect Ardiis. And now they are pushing in on site. Bonkar, the last man, the captain of his team, doing what he can. But it will be G2 that will come out on top. And it's Davidp that shuts down the round. 13-5. G2 are your winner of the Ignition Series for the mandatory GG Cup.